Drum roll, please.
Did you like taking off your shirt every week in front of the camera, or were you nervous about that?
I could be completely shredded and I don't like taking off my shirt in front of anybody. Yeah, not my favorite thing. And then JJ and Ray got to keep their shoes on.
Would you stop?
I'm mad about that. That could have been an extra pound or two.
Keep your eyes on your own paper. We did great.
Shoes,
we did good.
JJ and Ray.
We could have worked out a week earlier.
Yeah, they still crushed it. No
they
matter
did
what.
awesome. Yeah, look at Ray.
No, but I liked the weigh-ins because I felt like, not the Wayans brothers, but the weigh-ins, because I felt like they were, they kept us accountable. You know, I remember, because you and I would fast almost every Sunday, knowing we had a weigh-in on Monday. Mm-hmm. And there was no way I would have fasted without knowing that we really were going to be held accountable on Monday. So it made it a lot easier having those weekly weigh-ins. But it also made it more frustrating because weighing in each week is perilous when your weight, you know, weight is up and down anyway because of water, because of a lot of things. Drum roll, please. Hands up. I feel 215.
Please don't be quiet. Please tell me something good.
Crap. One of the things I saw in you, though, really was intensity, because you kept the diet the same. Yeah. Pretty much didn't fluctuate on that. So it was the intensity of your movement, I think, is the diet was so strict. And that's not a diet I would have really prescribed for just anybody. But we had to lose the weight in 4 months. So it was accelerated. So I realized your metabolism throughout the day, you know, you were probably getting sleepy and tired. But the weeks that your family kept you going, the weeks you just kept going, those tended to be your better weeks. Yeah. So I knew you backed off, and I knew you got frustrated at me because I wasn't talking about backing off your intensity of your workouts, nor backing off what you were eating. What I think you were backing off on was just your ability to thrive the rest of the time.
Thing,
yeah, the day-to-day stuff.
Because I'd be like, oh, I know he's going to, like, if I thought I was going to have a bad week, I'm like, oh, he's going to say the scale doesn't lie. But I know that I was working my butt off on the diet and on the movement. And Miguel's like, just trust the process, Tasha. And I'm like, that's what Steve said. So eventually, I knew you saw me in the gym and you knew that I would never, you know, I can imagine sometimes that you would look at a client and they get on and they didn't lose. You're like, BS. I'm calling you BS. I know that you, but I knew what I was doing. That's why when I had that really bad weigh-in and I threw a complete fit, and for one, I brought my family along so they could watch me get on the scale and see, like, look at mommy be so proud of me. And then I got on the scale and I did not lose, and I was so upset. I mean, really upset because I really pushed myself that week.
Cut it off for a second.
What's the matter?
Dad is tired of trying so hard.
You feel like your work should have equaled this.
Yes.
Well, life's not like that. Stick to the program that we're doing. Don't let up at all.
I want it so bad. I'm thinking that I'm gonna fail.
Okay, so I also had a few bad weigh-ins, and mine was not from backing off the intensity of movement. It was a little bit, or my workouts. I knew what I had done. You know, I had eaten more than I should have. I missed a day of logging. Mine was definitely nutritional. I was struggling with. I had gone from eating everything I could, you know, as much as I could, and then my calories were at such a deficit that I just threw a pity party sometimes. Not bad, but it's funny, and you learn this.
Little things too.
Just little riffraff here and there, and it makes the entire process break down. So it's one of those things you have to be zealous about. What I did like, though, both of us had the same response. When we did have a poor weigh-in, or it wasn't quite what we wanted to, the fervorance, just the intensity to make it happen. It's almost like you willed yourself to be lighter the next week, because we always were. Yeah. So the weeks when you're like, I know I nailed it. And there were days there was one time I got on the scale and I lost weight. I didn't think I would, you know, and I did. Mm-hmm. But most of the time I knew I hadn't, and I knew I didn't deserve to. And you had a few of those as well.
I had the 2 Ritz crackers.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, but the 2 Ritz crackers just shows a behavior that, hey, if I'm willing to cheat here, what else did I let go?
Back up on, right.
You know, you just don't know. But you also knew the weeks when I saw you come in confident. One time with your family, that's the only time your bubble burst. Yeah. But you had so much intensity after that. I think you lost 4.5 pounds or 3.5 pounds the next week. Mm-hmm. And when you're talking about somebody as little as you, and you don't really have that much weight to lose, 3.5 to 4.5 pounds, almost 5 pounds a week is insane. You know, you're talking about you were at like a 15,000 calorie deficit for that week. That's huge. Yeah. And it's almost impossible to maintain that for 4 months straight. And And you did. All in all, the average still comes out to about 3 pounds, 4 pounds a week.
Wow.
So that's pretty intense. But without the weekly weigh-ins, I think it would have been impossible. I needed that accountability.
Because now, since the drop off, I've just maintained.
Right.
And I still want to lose 15 more, and I've just maintained. So, yeah, maybe we'll just meet up for weekly weigh-ins.
Yeah. No.
No, not you. Maybe me. Like, Tasha, where's your numbers? Send me a picture of your scale.
Hey.
Hey.
Man, you look great.
Thank you.
You ready for this?
Yeah. A little bit. I'm
right.
extremely nervous.
Ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm good.
Get on it. You just keeping your eyes closed?
No, I always look up. No, when you're quiet.
No, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. Beat it. 149.
We had our goal, and we kept on meeting our goals, right, Steve? And I was very confident with the last one.
Yeah, I think I was too. I had lost. I think you beat it by a pound or two from what the goal was, and so did I. I think I was shooting for like 170. It turned out to be 168, and I remember thinking though in my mind, even if we didn't, we still destroyed this journey. It was epic for us, and so I really at that point I really didn't care what we weighed in at. And I knew that the journey for us wouldn't be over. And obviously we're still struggling. You're maintaining. I've actually gained some weight since then.
No, I want to lose.
So yeah, we're both still in the journey together. It hasn't ended for us at all. It continues, and it's going to be a grind until the day we die. I mean,
a daily. That's what everyone keeps on saying. Oh, now it's just me. I'm like, no. You think because we're fat, like that was the whole pity party too. Like, oh, we're fat, and all we think about is food, and they don't understand because they're skinny and they don't have to worry about it. No, like even now that I am skinny, I still constantly think about food and what am I going to eat, and that's called meal planning and meal prepping. So
I think just some people, there's not. I have a wife who sometimes forgets to eat. That will never ever happen to me. It's like forgetting to breathe. Hey, I haven't breathed in 5 minutes. It's just not going to happen to me.
No, me either.
I don't forget to eat.
I love food.
I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, I think when I was 4, I didn't have breakfast. So I'm going to have it now. I'm making up for past lives already. But
oh, see.
yeah, it's like I'm not going to forget to eat ever. I don't care how skinny I am,
right.
And so it's going to be a struggle. And it's kind of funny, but the maintenance phase is probably harder than losing the weight.
You've said that to me before, and I get it now. Yeah, it is.
$168.7. Brain blown.